Hello everyone, it's me, Matteo, and I welcome you here in my little RC garage. Thank you for being here and watching this. Today I will show you something really special. I've already made a video about my RC history, my very early years. In this video you can see how I started in 1984 with the Tamiya Frog, and in the following years, all Tamiya RC cars were my great passion. Around the end of the 80s I started to try some nitro engine buggies. I got a Kyosho 110 scale buggy with a 1.5 CCM nitro engine. But because of my lack of experience with these engines and the difficulties of this time with these materials, I was not very successful. It was more frustrating than fun. Maybe that's why I have not a lot of photos of this era. But then at the end of '89, I remember this very good. One time I visited my local hobby shop. There was a big RC buggy in a showroom I never saw before in this size. It was called Cross Control, came ready to run from the French manufacturer Yankee. I was so fascinated from this big thing, and at this moment I knew I have to have one of these. So I started to save my money, and at the end of the year I was able to afford one of these. As always, I tried to capture some pictures of the fun part of my hobby, and at this time videos were not possible, but I shot a lot of photos. And here in this album all these photos are stored. And now I'm going to show you some pictures of this. Here you can see my Cross Control. On these pictures it was pretty new and still in stock setup, how it came out of the box. It was in 1/6 scale and had a red hard plastic body. This is me in January 1990. I was 21 years old and proud of my Cross Control. How fast the years are passing. This is the engine of the buggy. It was a 35cc two-stroke engine from Kawasaki, almost the same as used in lawn mowers and chainsaws. It could be easily started with a pull rope and used normal two-stroke gasoline. It was a great pleasure to drive this buggy. It wasn't extremely fast, I think around 40 km/h. But because of its size and weight, the driving experience with this huge thing was very different as with the small 110 or 1/8 scale buggies. And it was possible to run the buggy more than 30 minutes with one fuel tank. This was a big difference to the 5 to 10 minutes run time of the electric cars of this time. A few months later, in spring 1990, the manufacturer Yankee offers the body in clear polycarbonate, so we were able to paint our own paint schemes. And this is what I did. Yellow and green stripes on a black background. Today it looks a little strange to me, but at the time it was okay. Here you can see the result after an extended run on wet grass. That's me in June 1990. Even then WD-40 was very useful. Later I installed a new air filter from K&N. It was also used in real vehicles and I was quite proud of that. Here you can see it after a dusty run. In July 1990 we were invited to a 1/8 scale buggy race. We cross-control drivers were not participated in the real race. It was only something like a show run. But it was a great fun to drive in front of the spectators. And everyone tried to be the fastest, with the result of some broken parts. This is me in July 1990 with my Cross Control. In summer 1990, Yankee offers a new Beetle buy-a-buck on the Cross Control platform. But it was not only a new body, also the chassis was different. The main part of the chassis was a bathtub. And together with this, I also installed a new radio. Here you can see me in August 1990 in my RC garage during the modification of my Cross Control. In the back you can see the grey bathtub chassis. And here is the finished chassis. I have cut out the windows and covered them with a fine metal mesh to get more air for the engine. For me this was much more attractive as the buggy version, and it still kept nearly the same performance. This was the new radio from Futaba. It was a high-end car transmitter at the time, with many functions, but everything was analog, as you can see with these many rotary switches. Here I am with two friends in the mountains in the fall of 1990. By the way, you can also see my first real car. It was a Fiat Uno Turbo. That was a real rocket and an iconic car. Would be great if I still had it. Here are some more pictures of this Cross Control Beetle buggy. It was really great fun. The long run times and more realistic handling due to size and weight made every run to something special. So I hope you liked this insight in my RC history. After this cross-control era, it was a German manufacturer who started with his own RC cars. His name was FG, Franz Greschel. And his cars was more durable, has more power, and so most of us changed from cross-controls to these FG cars. Maybe I can show you later in another video more about this topic. If you like this kind of video, let me know. And now I say thanks for watching. Please hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I say thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.